Let me say something that nobody making videos like this is willing to say. Being tired of existing right now doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means something was wrong with what you were told life was supposed to feel like. You were handed a version of life and told, this is it. Want it. Chase it. Be grateful for it. And you tried. You genuinely tried. But somewhere in the trying, you realize the version they sold you doesn't fit who you actually are. And carrying something that doesn't fit you every single day is the most exhausting thing a human being can do. That's not weakness. That's a person who finally stopped lying to themselves. And this video is for that person. Here's the assumption everyone makes about people who are tired of existing. That they're broken, that they need fixing, that something inside them stopped working correctly. But psychology tells a completely different story. In most cases, the people who reach this level of exhaustion are not the ones who stopped caring. They're all the ones who cared more than anyone around them about doing things right, about being real, about living a life that actually meant something, and got worn down by a world that kept rewarding the performance of living over the actual experience of it. Stay with me, because what's coming in the third part of this video is the thing that actually explains how people find their way back. And it's not what anyone tells you. Stay for the last part, because that's the piece that changes how you see everything before it. Most people in this state never hear it. You need to. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside the mind of someone who is tired of existing. Because this isn't what most people think it is. It's not sadness. Sadness has a shape, a reason, an edge. This doesn't. It's not laziness. Lazy people don't lie awake exhausted and unable to rest. What this actually is what psychologists call existential fatigue. A collapse, not of your energy, but of your sense that the energy is worth spending. Viktor Frankl, one of the greatest psychologists who ever lived, spent years studying what happens to human beings when meaning disappears. His conclusion was devastating in its simplicity. A human being can survive almost any degree of suffering, as long as they have a reason. But the moment the reason disappears, the moment you cannot answer, why am I doing this? The mind doesn't dramatically collapse. It does something far more insidious. It goes quiet. It goes through the motions. It performs being alive while something essential slowly switches off. That switching off, that's what you're feeling. And it started long before you noticed it. Nobody reaches this place suddenly. There's no single moment you can point to. No dramatic event that explains it. Because it didn't happen like that. It happened the way a battery dies when you keep using it without ever fully charging it. It was the dream you stopped mentioning because nobody took it seriously. The relationship that slowly became performance. The morning you woke up and realized you had no idea what you were actually working toward. It was every time you said, I'm fine, when you weren't, and had to spend energy you didn't have maintaining that lie. It was trying to fit yourself into a version of life that was never designed for who you are. And doing that day after day for long enough, eventually the person doing the trying runs out of person. That's where you are. And there is nothing wrong with you for being here. I want you to do something right now. Not later. Right now. In the comments, write the one thing you stopped letting yourself want. The thing you quietly shelved. The thing you convinced yourself was too much, too late, too unrealistic. Write it, even if it's just one word, because saying it out loud, even in a comment section, is the first act of taking it back. I'll be reading every single one. Here are the signs of existential fatigue that nobody ever puts into exact words. You cannot sit in silence anymore. Not because you're anxious, but because silence forces you to feel exactly how empty things have become. You've said, I'm fine so many times it doesn't even feel like a lie anymore. It's just the noise you make when someone points a question at you. The things that used to reach you don't reach you anymore. Music that moved you. People you loved. Experiences you looked forward to. Now they just land flat. You can perform being okay in short bursts. But the moment you're alone, it drops immediately. Like a mask you're too tired to hold up. And sometimes, you watch your own life from somewhere far away. Like it's happening to someone else, and you've just been assigned to show up for it. If you recognize yourself in any of those, you're not broken. You are exhausted at a level most people don't even know exists. So how do people actually come back from this? Not through motivation. You cannot motivate a person whose sense of meaning has collapsed. Not through productivity. Doing more of something that feels empty just exhausts you faster. Here's what the research on meaning recovery actually shows. The first thing, tell the truth to one person. Not everyone, just one. The performance of okay is the single most energy-draining thing you are currently doing. Putting it down, even for one honest conversation, returns more energy than a week of sleep. The second thing, stop trying to find the big meaning. When meaning collapses at the large scale, the future, the purpose, the grand plan, you rebuild it at the smallest scale possible. One moment that felt real today. One choice that was actually yours. One conversation that didn't require performing. Meaning doesn't come back all at once. It comes back in small moments you decide to notice. The third thing, move your body through space. Not for fitness, not for discipline, because your nervous system does not know the difference between physical movement and psychological momentum. A 20-minute walk literally shifts the neurochemistry of despair. Your mind will follow your body when it refuses to lead. The fourth thing, let yourself want something again. Even something small. Even something you're not sure you deserve. Even something that feels impossible right now. The wanting itself is a sign of life. The wanting means something in you hasn't finished yet. Protect it like it's the most important thing you own. Because it is. If this channel is reaching the part of you that needed to be reached, hit subscribe. We post frequently, and this is exactly the kind of content we exist to make. Real psychology, real human experiences, the things that actually matter. Don't miss what's coming next. If you're tired of existing right now, I need you to hear this, and I need you to actually let it land. The life that wore you down was not the only version available to you. It was just the one you were handed. And you are allowed, right now, today, whatever age you are, at whatever point you've reached, to put that version down and start building one that was actually designed for who you are. Not the who you were supposed to be. Not the who everyone decided you were. Who you actually are. You didn't come this far, through everything that got you here, just to keep performing a life that was never really yours. The tiredness you feel is not the end of your story. It's the part right before you finally stop living someone else's. If someone in your life has gone quiet, seems okay on the surface, but something underneath feels off, send them this video. Don't ask if they're all right. They'll say yes. Just send this. No caption needed. Sometimes the right words reach people before they're ready to ask for help. The unshaken mind. Think deeper. Move better. See you soon.